I see the lightning in your eyes. I feel it on me every time that you blame me. You blame me. I see the lightning in your eyes. I feel you on me every time that you blame me. You blame me. I see the lightning in your eyes. I feel you on me every time that you blame me. You blame me.
Phenomenology of a nuclear explosion is well known. Generally, more than 50% of the energy of an explosion is delivered in the form of soft X-rays. Smaller amounts are delivered in the form of other radiations, usually about 1% in the form of neutrons and about 0.3% in the form of gamma rays. Most of the rest of the energy is carried away by the kinetic energy of the bomb debris. When a nuclear event occurs near the Earth's atmosphere, almost all the energies of the X-rays, gamma rays, and neutrons is absorbed by the atmosphere and re-emitted as light, heat, and the kinetic energy of a shock wave. There is no atmosphere associated with the detonation in space, however. The X-rays, gamma rays, and neutrons radiate in a 4-pi inverse square geometry. Scientists The signal is known, and the purpose of the present Vela program is to...
I close my eyes as you decompress. A look of anguish I can't forget. I try to save you, but there's nothing left. There is nothing left. There is nothing left. I died inside the landslide of your lies. Take a breath, breath, breath. won't you tell me everything? Should I stay the night, stay awake right by your side, when there is darkness trying to embrace? 'Cause even the darkest nights hide a path that leads to light. And just for the moment, just for this moment, you'll be alright. I see you're lost inside. Now tell me everything, what's going on? Really wanna know, it is hard for me to show. Can't find a way out of this, man, it's lost on my control. Don't know what to do, how could you help me through? I just can't take it. Do you really wanna know? I'm not able to let go. Smile again, rise again, we're taking back control. I don't know what to do, can you please let me through? I just can't take it. I just can't take it. Said, son, make sure you live while you still can. Said I can write your rules of war, I could swim the seas. He said, boy,